samples. So I got one error. So when I multiply the float with int, it is giving error. So is there any rule we need to have only float or only int whenever we are having any multiplication?
Multiplying float with int in the sense you're storing inside the variable or directly you're printing?
Directly printing and even storing the variable also it was giving error. So I give a constant pi value and I gave a radius, value for r which is to be entered. So when it is performing the calculation, it was giving me error. So when I convert that into float, it was working. So that was a kind of challenge for me today.
Circle.py and the radius you are asking, right?
Yes. Yeah, I sent the program today in
Yes,
the group.
I'm seeing that actually.
Yeah.
Let's say pi is 3.1414.
Yeah.
The radius is some 4. I just have to pin pi into r.
Yeah.
In the G drive, we have this Python programs. That's one. So what we have is circle, right?
Okay.
Then what is the difference you have done? Do one thing, send your program.
Okay, I'll send it. Okay.
Okay, I'll check it out. Like, what's the problem? And the error screenshot you keep in the group. It's better if you have any error, you can keep in the group. I'll check it out. Okay.
Okay, sure. I will send it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So next thing. We'll start this thing. We have seen a single level and multi-level, right?
Yes.
And what is easy means? Easy relationship. Just give me a second. Yeah. So we have seen easy relationship, right? What is easy means? What kind of relation we can say it as easy?
Yeah, cricket is a sport.
Yeah, it's a easy.
Probably is a kind of. When you have a relation between the objects.
To superclass.
When we have to use inheritance, we have to have the easy relationship. When we want to use inheritance, then easy relationship is required. Okay, and along with that easy, we have has also. So what is has means? Car has a engine. So a car class contains the engine class object inside it, or what we can say, car class has a engine object inside it. These things, what we can say, is a has a relationship, right? So any other example which has a car has an engine we have seen, right? Like that. Can you give me any other example of has a? A restaurant has a waiter.
Yeah, wait.
So they has a waiter, right? The waiter will be inside the restaurant class. Like that, any has relationship is we can write a program that has a also. So how to write a has a relationship program? We have a class. That class is nothing but the engine, and what is that engine can be any variable I can give, right? So I'll just say it as engine model is there. A variable is there, engine model. I can give anything, right? Like say FEKT. That's an engine model, right? And next, what we have is I want to write a method known as F int. What is this known as?
Constructor, right?
Constructor. So constructor every time takes this
Initialize the variable.
self as a thing and int as a name, init as a name, right?
Yeah.
So what I want to do, I want to initialize that other variables. This is one variable engine model. So that engine model is a variable of engine, and I want to have other thing known as fuel type. Two things I'm showing you. So self dot fuel type. The fuel type can be petrol, diesel, right?
Yes.
I'm just making it petrol. So another, see, I've written a variable, I've written a constructor, I'm writing a function now. So what's the functionality? Functionality of a particular thing. What we can write here? Like if you are having an engine specific functionality, engine horsepower is good. That functionality are right. So next, I've written for the engine. Where this engine should be? Inside the class of car, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So what I can do, I'll just say car. It is not inheritance. It's not easy. We are not writing engine here because we can't write it. Car is engine, it's not correct. Car has engine, it's correct, right? So what we have to is the car class, engine object must be created actually. Okay, let's see how to create the engine object. I'm defining another constructor. Just create any object also. So if it is self here, it indicates the object of car, right?
Yes.
Self dot. I'm just creating an engine. What is the engine we have? I'll just say engine equals to
Yes.
engine. So this is an object of engine class, right?
Yes.
Now, what we can do with this object? Like inside that car, I want to have details. So I say engine details. Now I want to print it. Car is using engine model. So what is the engine model we have? Directly I can use self, the car object, then the engine object to call the engine model. Because without self we cannot access these things, right? And
Yes.
engine model is present inside the engine class. So we have that engine object to access it. Without that we cannot access it, right? So in this way also we can access that particular variables, we can say. Next, after this.
No, one confusing.
Yes, ask.
Yeah, we have engine, right? It's an object, and also we have the class also, right? The engine. So can you have different name?
Engine class is there. This is what you can say as an object creation, right?
Okay. Yeah, self dot engine. That is not a class, right? That is object.
Self.engine is object and engine is a class with capital, right?
Okay.
Yeah, this is object creation. Generally, how we create the object,
Yeah.
to person, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But what I've done, I'm creating inside another class. So what I've done, I've written self.
So actually, we can access that engine underscore model, right? Class name with it's just like a static variable.
Okay, fine. I got the point you're asking. Let's do this thing and try the. Okay. Once we write that, execute the program, then we can try it. So we have engine type. So self dot engine
underscore,
which has a fuel type, right?
Yes.
Fuel underscore type we have given, right?
Yes.
So next thing after this, what you have to write?
Power. No, just to call that function.
Yes. Function you have to call means what? Self dot engine
equal to functionality.
Functionality. Okay. So if I'm having extra L, we can invite. Next. So we have different cars, right? So Audi is a car, you can say. So this is object creation for car.
Yes.
So what I can call here, Audi dot engine detail.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it, right?
Yes.
So py space, what we can say directly, we can access it, right? What other has it? Car is using engine model, FEKD, engine type petrol, engine horsepower is good. These are the things we have written. So now for the engine model, let's access it using the engine class, engine directly. Either it is a static or instance we are accessing, right?
Yeah, it's a static, right? Whenever accessing with the class name, which is static.
Yes.
Okay.
But how? Which variable take it as static, the variables which are common, right?
Yes.
If the engine model is common to all the classes, then it's fine.
Yeah.
You can take it as static, right?
Yeah. So here we declare a static variable, right? Engine underscore model, since we are declaring here as giving the value.
Yes.
Okay.
So everyone understood, right?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that's what my doubt.
Just the things we have to do is as the relationship, right?
Okay.
Next, we have to see the inheritance concept. So what we have is single level we have done, multi-level we have done it, right? We can see another example. Hierarchical. Hierarchical means one superclass and multiple subclasses. Consider I have a car. Car can be Audi. Car can be BMW. So Audi extends, sorry, Audi, you can say, has car, right? And BMW accessories of car, we can say. So that's the inheritance relationship, right?
Yeah.
Now, how many subclasses are there?
3 classes.
I asked how many subclasses are there.
Oh, two.
What are those two?
Audi and BMW.
So how many objects must be created in this program?
2 objects, one for Audi and one for BMW.
Correct. So the inheritance rule is what? How many subclasses are there? That many objects must be created. Now, we have a method which is common for Audi and BMW. What's that method can be? Start, right?
Okay.
Because Audi starts with a key, BMW starts with a key. That's a common feature we can see.
Okay.
Now, like wipers also will be there for Audi and BMW.
Wheels.
Seatbelt, steering. These are the common things we can write inside car, right?
Yes.
Now, what we have to write inside the Audi and BMW? Like features.
Yes.
Audi features, you can say, and BMW features. So if both are luxury cars, what we can do, one Audi car we can take and one Ferrari car we can take, right? Because the Ferrari features and Audi features will be different. Like horsepower for Audi will be less and horsepower for Ferrari will be more. Speed, if you compare, Audi speed will be like around 120, 140, but Ferrari it can cross over 200, right?
Yeah.
It's a sports car, so we can have speed more than 200 also, right?
Yes.
So let's write a program for this. You understood the concept, right? How to write a hierarchical inheritance. One superclass and many subclasses. Audi, BMW, i10, i20, Maruti, Fortuner, whatever the car companies we have, all comes under car itself, right?
Yes.
So next thing, I'll write a program for this. Car class have a method known as start. So what this start is doing,
Self dot start type equal to.
or we can directly write the functional, right? Starts with the key. Okay. So after this, I'll use an Audi class which accessing the start features. So what I can define Audi features. What I can write Audi speed is 140 kilometers, right?
Okay.
And we have a Ferrari, which is also a car, right?
Yes.
So what are Ferrari features? You can say speed is some 200 kilometers, right? Yeah. Sorry. Now I need to create an object for Audi. A dot start A dot Audi features. And Ferrari object also have to create F dot start and F dot
Ferrari features.
Ferrari features, right? Now I can save this thing. So starts with a key. Audi speed is 140 kilometers. Starts with a key. Ferrari speed is some 200 kilometers, right? So if you want to have a particular variable also, like we can use variables inside the car, and same variable, if you want, you can have it here. Like I have a speed, give different values inside the Audi and Ferrari by using that car thing, right? We can do like, right? The properties can also we can reuse.
So we can combine the same example. My doubt is in the previous example we have seen car and engine, right? So similar way we can have a car and engine and then Audi, Ferrari like that. Is that also possible, right? The combination. Or
Yes, do that also.
Oh. Okay.
You can call those engine features using the Audi object also, because in inheritance we have seen that we can have the properties, right?
Yes.
What was the preamble you have used? Separately we have created car object there.
Yeah.
Now you can use this Audi object directly. Okay?
Okay.
Right. So next thing, hierarchical inheritance is done. The next thing should be multiple inheritance. So now tell me what is multiple inheritance? Like multiple superclasses and only one subclass. So what we can say is possible. Give me an example like
I can say Apple, right? Phone and laptop, Apple.
yes, like iPhone mobile we can say, or mobile only we can take it directly, and laptop.
Laptop.
Both have charger.
So Apple has both the things, right?
Apple.
Mhm.
What is both the things you can say? Apple has mobile, and it also has the laptop, Mac, right?
Yes.
So this is the multiple inheritance we can say. Now, what's the feature that's different from mobile and laptop? What is the thing we have in mobile, not in the laptop?
Calling.
Link. SIM card.
Calling, you can say, apart from calling,
Hmm. Yeah.
RAM and memory card is there, which is there in hard disk, and laptop also, right?
Yes.
So we can say that SIM features,
Yes. Yeah.
the SIM feature is not there inside the laptop, which is there inside the mobile, right?
Yeah.
No, what is the thing which is there inside the mobile laptop itself, not in the mobile?
Yeah, you can
Laptop
see
may have a disk. CD.
CD player.
CD player.
CD drive.
Yeah, CD player.
Apart from that,
Network connectivity.
Or the USB connector.
LAN. Yeah, LAN USB.
yeah, that's the
HDMI.
features of laptop.
External drive.
Yeah, HDMI. That's you can say.
I can
Yeah.
say external connector or something.
Right. So all these things you can have it inside the mobile, right?
Yes.
Sorry, in the laptop.
In
Yes.
laptop. Yes.
So we'll see in the Apple what we can have now. Apple has its kind of OS, right?
Oh yes.
OS, yeah.
Because the mobile what it uses is different.
Yeah.
So what I can say is OS, I can just define this. Now I'll write a program for this. I have a class.
Mobile.
Class you can say
Mobile.
iPhone.
mobile. And what we can define is a SIM, right?
Yes.
Mobile has a SIM.
What is it? We can say
Mobile as Airtel SIM like that.
SIM is used for calling.
Okay.
We have a class. What is it? Class we can say
Laptop.
Laptop.
laptop. And we are trying to define something.
CD drive.
Okay. Okay.
CD drive.
CD drive self.
So print. What I'm trying to print here, you can say. We can insert a
External CD.
DVD drive. Yeah, we can insert DVD or CD.
we can insert DVD. That's the part you can say. And what a class we have? Apple, right?
Yes.
Apple company has both mobile manufacturing and the laptop.
Laptop.
Okay. So it has different OS, right? Uses different OS. You can see. And next, what I can say, iPhone is a particular product, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I
some,
equal to.
yeah, I equals to Apple, because it can be a Mac, it can be an iPhone, right?
Yes.
I dot SIM
Mobile.
Dot SIM.
and I dot CD drive.
and I
I
dot.
dot OS.
Right.
We are not assigning any values, self dot mobile or self dot laptop.
There's a class Apple. There's a column.
Colonies.
Colon is.
Yeah, it's missing.
Yeah, we are not using any variable. Just I'm showing that we can reuse those things using the Apple object itself.
Okay.
We're able to call all the methods using the Apple, right?
Yes.
You can do one task. You can create variables and access them, right?
Okay.
So what is the thing we have? Hybrid inheritance.
Yeah, hybrid.
So what is that hybrid inheritance means? It should be the combination of all the inheritance. So how many types of inheritance we have seen just now?
4 types.
Four.
Single level,
Multiple level hierarchy,
multi-level,
Hierarchy.
Actually,
hierarchical,
Multiple.
multiple
Multiple.
multiple.
multiple
inheritance.
are there, right? So it's a combination of all these things. First, single level LC. So this is single level, right? And multi-level means another level is there, that is multi-level. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And what is hierarchical means? One superclass and multiple subclasses, right?
Yes.
And what is multiple inheritance means? 2 superclasses and 1 subclass, right?
Plus.
Now I want a particular class. So what is it? Example, like a suitable example for all these things.
I can say Samsung.
Okay, Samsung is there. Then what are its subclasses?
It has phone, TV, and laptop.
Mobile and TV. Look, like it's all mobile.
I can say electronics, Samsung.
Okay, electronics is Samsung. Then what is the next part? If we have electronics here,
Yeah, we can have that all types, right? TV, speaker, mobile, laptop.
laptop is an electronic, and we can have Apple as a mobile and laptop, right?
Yes.
This is also fine, right? Because
Yeah.
electronics, Apple is an electronic device, you can say, and mobile is also the same thing, right?
Yes.
And mobile and laptop features can be accessed inside the Apple, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Any other example apart from this? Electronics, mobile, laptop, Apple. Just now we have seen the mobile, laptop, and Apple also, right? So apart from this,
We can say country, state, district.
but what is that two things have? If you have country here, what you can say state.
States.
What do you have to call here?
Indian territory.
Union territory, yeah.
But it will be similar, right? Let's do one thing.
Okay.
We can take like a cricketer.
Mm-hmm.
The cricketer might be a bowler, a batsman.
Yes. Yeah.
He is a bowler, you can say, and he is a batsman.
And we can have the name all rounder.
Right, because all-rounder consists of both the batsman and bowler, right?
Yes.
Mm.
So it's a best example you can say, because cricketer can be a bowler, can be a batsman. Bowler is a cricketer, batsman is a cricketer. We have easy relationship. Next, bowler and batsman. So if you want to have an all-rounder, so all-rounder is must be bowler and batsman. Then only you can say as a all-rounder, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So we can say this example also, right?
Yes.
So now, how to write the program? What things we have? Like a class is there. What methods we have to define inside this thing? So for bowler, batsman, or all-rounder, we need a player, right?
Yeah. Player.
So play is a common method for all the things. What does a bowler? He takes wickets.
Yes.
What the batsman do? He score runs, right?
Yes.
And what we have
Wickets.
all-rounder based
Wicket.
on the
Catch.
performance, right?
Yeah. Percentage. Yeah.
Performance.
Number of matches. Yeah. We can say.
Yeah, number of matches also. A performance, like he has more wickets and runs, then he can say it as the performance, all-rounder performance, right?
Yeah.
Now, so next thing, I want to write a class. What's a class? You can say cricketer. So def player self, we can say, right? So print. So we can say Watson is a all-rounder, right? And he's a cricketer.
Yes.
A class is there, and the class can be what?
Bowler.
Bowler.
Bowler. Bowler is a cricketer, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Def wickets.
Self.
What I can print? Watson has taken
Wickets.
500 wickets. Next, class
Batsman.
Batsman.
batsman
As cricketer.
is a cricketer.
Yes. Okay.
Defines score.
Of course.
Watson has scored.
As
And
scored 1,000 runs. Yeah. Out of
scored some 5,000 runs.
this.
So next thing, we have a
Class.
class. What is it?
All-rounder.
And, the inside bowler and batsman.
Right. Bowler will be there, batsman will be there. Then the performance. Watson is an all-rounder, right? I'll just say is a all-rounder. Just have to think about this performance method. That's it. The remaining things are correct. So based on that 5,000 and the 500 wickets, we can say that Watson is an all-rounder, right?
Yes.
So what I can say, Watson So for which class we are creating the object? Only the all-rounder, right?
Yes.
Based on the all-rounder, we are accessing the bowler, batsman, and the player. And what we can have here?
Watson dot bowler, Watson dot.
First
Sorry,
Player.
Watson.
Yeah, player.
player,
Watson dot
then
wickets.
Watson dot wickets,
Watson dot score.
Watson dot score,
Performance. Performance. Yeah.
okay? Or you can say Watson has total 500 wickets,
And 5,000 runs.
runs. That also you can write, right? So what I can write here, it as hybrid dot py. So that's a hybrid inheritance example, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So I changed it. So hybrid. Watson is a cricketer. Watson has 100 wickets, 105 runs. It's an all-rounder performance, right?
Yes.
So next thing, we can take a variable and also access it like a player variable. The player is Watson, and we can pass it in all the particular classes. Can we access that thing?
Yes.
Like say, I'm just writing it as a player. So what that player might be?
Watson.
So it's a player name, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of writing Watson directly, can I write player name?
Player.
Cricketer name, cricketer dot player name. How to access?
Suppose
Class
I'm
name.
trying to print directly unexpected indent.
How do you do that? You can understand.
I didn't save it actually. Define the unexpected indent in the player. Yeah. This is one space. This is two. 1, 2, 3. Yet if it is having 1, 2, 3, it's correct. 1 and 2. Okay. It's not a block, right? So what it's saying, player name is not defined, right?
Yeah, you can access as cricketer dot player name.
Get it out.
If I'm accessing here cricketer dot player name, can I access the same thing inside the particular bowler?
Yes.
Yeah, we can access. Static variable.
So static variable for that class, can we have it directly inside the
Other class.
class also?
Yeah, it's a class variable, right?
Watson has taken 500 wickets, right?
Yes.
I'll just remove that Watson thing. Now, can we take input here?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Yes.
Enter the player name. Yeah. It will not work.
It's taking name, right?
Yes.
So this is a program for what you can say hybrid inheritance. Okay.
Okay.
Suppose if these two classes, bowler and batsman, are there, has same method, then what happens?
What
Like,
is
for example,
what's the question? I didn't.
like just consider I have a mobile in the laptop, Apple. That's electronics, right? If I have cost here, and for laptop also cost will be there, right?
Yes.
So what will happen now? If I call this I dot cost, which cost will be called? Like we have seen this has a, right? Has a, or has it like I'll just open that file. G drive, Python programs, batch 1. Here, I'm having cost and having cost. So what's the cost of mobile? You can say iPhone cost is $2,000, right?
Okay.
What I want to have a laptop of like $1,500. The Mac laptop cost is $1,500, right?
Okay.
Any cost you have called. Now inside this, if I call cost and the cost, what will happen?
We'll just take mobile one.
Both the times?
No, I take laptop one. It will give a
Like 2 times it will take laptop, or what's the output?
yeah, 2 times it take the laptop.
Yeah, second one. Okay, so that is most updated one.
So
It will go with the order actually. So what is the order? Mobile is the first thing, right?
Okay.
It will take with the mobile one.
Okay.
So whatever the first class is there, suppose I'll just one thing, I'll change it here. Laptop and mobile. Okay. So what I got? Laptop thing, right?
Yes.
So whatever the class is first, it will consider method. Actually, it is there inside Python itself. If you take other languages, it gives ambiguity error. In C++, in Java, we don't have multiple inheritance. So it gives ambiguity error every time. Okay. So next thing, you have done with the inheritance, right?
Yes.
Polymorphism is there, and abstraction is there. What is polymorphism and abstraction we'll see tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
So what you have to do, write the different programs on these concepts. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Right. So that's it for today. We can meet tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
And I just wanted to ask, if we start the Django, we need SQL commands actually. That MySQL thing commands.
MySQL.
Actually.
Okay.
So I guess you both know, Christian, Vijay, you know this SQL commands, right?
I know MySQL command, yeah.
Yeah, I know SQL commands. I use Oracle. Yes.
Yeah, like both are similar actually. Oracle and
Yeah, I used Teradata, MySQL, everything.
right. What about Manoj? You know this SQL commands?
Yeah, I know some of them. Like, okay, I will learn those
Link,
things.
update, table.
Uh-huh.
Like I can do one thing. I can just brush up in 2 sessions.
Yeah, that would be also nice.
Yeah.
That is fine.
Just 1 or 2 sessions. I'll just go through that commands and all. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
And what about HTML? You all know HTML?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I have a basic idea. Very basic
Yeah,
idea.
I do have basic idea, but not work after a long time.
Okay, then we'll brush up these things also. It's fine.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that will be better, yeah.
Because without those things, we cannot start that application development, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
So HTML, CSS will go through, and SQL also. These things after completing this entire Python, like core Python and advanced Python, we'll go through these things. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So we have file processing also in Python, right?
Yes, we'll see files also.
Okay.
After this oops, we'll see files, threading, and logging also we'll see.
Is this a basic Python right now going on, or is it advanced Python?
Advanced in the sense oops concepts.
Okay.
Okay, you just can Google the things like core and advanced is nothing but core is nothing but the data types, list, tuple,
Okay.
dictionary, all those concepts, the functions concept. And coming to advanced, like you use the class, object, inheritance, OOPS concepts.
Okay.
Okay.
Along with the OOPS concepts, we'll go through the multi-threading also.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
right. And we can see Django after this. That's a framework to develop the web development.
Okay.
Right. So that's it for today. We'll see tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you.